Okay, this is the final race for June 2022. The first two races I had technical issues, and the other race was even wetter than this. So this is really the only race I managed to get on camera. Didn't get a very good start there, and I was just aiming to go down the inside here and just take it very carefully. But then I feel really bad because this guy Joel Kearney, I feel so bad because I think he was trying to tuck in behind Alan. I gave a little wave there to show that I was a bit sad, a bit sorry to punt him off. But it's just I didn't realise he was trying to tuck in behind Alan there, and I was trying to go down the inside, so couldn't do much about that. Anyway, at this point, I've kind of lost a bit of space to these guys because I lost my momentum at the first corner, and just trying to see if I can stay with this leading four people. Really tricky to know how fast to go through there because the whole way around I'm worried that the rear end is going to come around, and then I'm just trying to look for that bit of when I can actually get on the power and not slide off the exit. So a little bit easier than the first race, which was, as I said, wetter. And then somebody told me that you have to brake before the yellow line, so that's what I've been doing ever since on this wet day. And then coming in here, it's amazing how later on I start to brake a little bit deeper, but there I think I was braking a little bit too short. On this bit I get caught out quite a bit because he was right on the apex there, and I was just paranoid about flying off that corner because I've seen someone do it before in the dry, so I didn't take many chances there, and I feel like I'm losing a little bit of space to the leaders here, sadly. And again, I feel like in this section here there's a lot of time to be had if you can just get the power on, but every time I come out of there, at this stage I don't think I'm doing it, but later on I really try to get on the power a bit harder. Just trying to go as straight as possible, turn, and then get on the power again as quickly as possible without trying to do too much steering action. And again, looking for the yellow line, just brake before the yellow line, just so that I don't slide off, because it's just not worth it. Even if I lose a bit of time there, it's better to not slide off. And this bit here, really trying to go as far to the left as possible, so there's a bit of dry line there and not as much rubber. And going through there was, there's a lot you can push in there, I think. And then I saw when I was watching the other races how everyone was going really wide into that corner there, so trying to do that. And then here again, you can brake really late into there and then just get on the power again and then sort of roll it into this section. Just trying to be as smooth as possible and then get on the power as soon as possible there. And then turn it around and get it up the hill without getting too much sliding at the rear. And again, I feel like these guys are getting away from me a little bit at this stage. And I kind of felt like, okay, I need to start to take some more chances. Oh, somebody's gone off there. And really try to maximize the braking. And the good thing is I could see where they were going. I could see where they were braking, so I kind of felt like I wasn't really going to go too hard as long as I kept it in a straight line, because I could kind of see the speed they're doing, and I wasn't braking unnecessarily late. Again, just kind of brake heavy, try to stay within the areas where there's no water on there. Go wide around the outside. Get on that power, there you go, I'm starting to slide a bit. And then, again, just try to feed the power in really slowly. In the previous races I had lots of issues with my engine cutting out when I went on the power, so I think also for this race I was really trying to be very gentle with the throttle to make sure it didn't do the same problem again. But just inching up very slowly, and I think in front of me is Gregory Middleton in front of me. So he actually started on, I think he started on pole actually somehow. So yeah, he's come down from first down to fourth. So I'm just gaining on him. I can see that Alan has gotten ahead of him in the first few laps. So I kind of know at this point that I am a little bit quicker than this guy because I could see when Alan was behind him that I was, there or thereabouts. So again, just trying to get as close as possible, inching up bit by bit, trying to figure out where I can push it a little bit more because, as I said, this is kind of like my first time driving on wets ever, and it was a really interesting experience. So yeah, I know from watching a lot of Formula 1 over the years that you just got to be smooth, brake in a straight line, and just don't do anything really silly. And try to look for those dry areas where the rubber isn't. And I felt like through here I was going faster and faster through there every lap, because it wasn't actually sliding out as much as I thought it would. And then, as obviously, because the rain is basically stopped at this point, the circuit is getting a little bit drier each lap, so I kind of felt like I could push a little bit harder each time. And then we can see I kept creeping up on this guy little by little, and through here really trying to like find some extra grip on the inside there. And then I found that if I turn the kart really early, I can then power out for a longer period, because I'm basically going in a straight line. Again, not taking any chances on the braking. I didn't want to end up in the gravel like that guy, so just braking at the same point every lap. And here I start to push it a bit more. I really started to get into there quite deep. And let's see how wide I go here. So, see, I think I'm getting on the power there a little bit earlier. And then here's another one. Scary to go off there into the gravel. So, trying to not brake too late, and then trying to flatten out the exit of the corner. And here you can definitely make a lot of time there by braking deep. But I think this guy was actually going a little bit too heavy into that corner, because later on I feel like I'm catching him little by little in that corner. And definitely I think I'm catching him in that middle section. He goes quite wide, trying to get off the rubber, whereas I felt like I was going wide and then cutting into the inside of the corner a bit more, for the exit. Yes, he's going very wide there. Don't know if it was any quicker though. I think I'm a little bit closer after that one. Oh, a little bit wide. Yeah, just rolling up around, coming up that inside. Seems like there's a lot of grip in there. And here, you can see how wide he's going in there. I was trying to cut it a little bit shorter, and it seemed to be working. And now here, I really felt like I could have gone a lot faster through this section here, but for whatever reason, he was taking it quite gingerly there. And then again, trying to come up the inside to see if I could get a better exit speed. Not in the entry, but in the exit. And I think I was too conservative there. And now I'm pretty much right behind him, just not wanting to smash up his backside, so kind of taking it sensitive, taking it careful. And you can see the top three there, they've pretty much gotten away from this guy now. So I would have liked to have stayed up with them, but I have to figure out first of all how I'm going to pass this guy. Yeah, and in the previous race, which my camera didn't work for, I actually went off 3 times in the rain. So yeah, this time I was like, do not do anything too crazy. Like, I was literally doing the same thing every lap, but just a little bit longer, a little bit later on each corner. There we go, coming up the inside, and I could kind of tell that I was able to accelerate as much as I wanted to once I got the kart straightened up. And again, not really pushing that exit that much there. Making sure I'm not on the white line as I come down. I thought I'd go down the inside there because he was going really wide into that corner, so I thought I might get through. But he still came back to the apex. And here, yeah, feeling a fair bit quicker there. And again, get on the power, but it's sliding. And again here, I really tried to come up the inside here, but I just kept getting the back coming out. So that was, there we go, and I've lost a whole bunch of time now. If you can see it inside the water bubble, the water drop, there we go. So again, I felt I was just trying to be stable in that inside horseshoe. And then at least I get a chance to see where I'm a bit quicker again. Yeah, really didn't attack that last corner very much. Coming down here again, just little bit by little bit. Now down here I felt like I was really starting to brake heavy. There we go. I was really gaining a bit of time there. And more confidence here. You can see he's being a little bit sensitive there. And I'm just going, how can I get up the inside? I want to get a good run out of here, but just can't get on the power fast enough. And again here, really, yeah, I was braking a fair bit earlier than him, but somehow I'm actually gaining on him. So that was funny. So I think he was probably outbraking himself a little bit there because it didn't seem to be that quick. And there we go, trying to come up the inside, but again, twitching, and then he gets away. Eventually I'll put a lap together. Again, not that close. So again, just not wanting to get too close to him. Don't want to smash into the back of him. How deep am I going to go? Yeah, there we go. So he's really come on the brakes, quite heavy. And yep, gaining on him there. Yeah, pretty close now. Trying to go up the inside, but just cannot get on the power. Lost a bit again. And let's see what happens here. That's right. So he goes really deep. Oh, he's really trying to cut it across. But I think into here I was just rolling it in, but really nowhere I can go. And so then I get a bit of a run on him, and he goes wide, and I'm like, now's my chance. I can go up the inside. Got close enough to have a look, and then again he's losing it a bit, and finally I get alongside. And fortunately with my gear ratio I've got pretty good straight line speed. Somebody else is off there, so I managed to get past him there. Don't have a camera on the rear to see, but I think he stayed pretty close. And I believe that this is the last lap, but at the time I didn't realise. And I'm just thinking, maybe I can catch these guys a little bit. I didn't think I'd get to them before the end, but I just wanted to see if I could catch anybody else. And I think somebody's having a bit of an incident up here, because I suddenly see John Pringle facing the other direction. There we go. He spun around. He was smart, went to the inside, so I couldn't get duck up there. And I'm like, I'm going to get him here, but then I, for some reason, have a problem with my engine on the last corner. It just cut out there, just on the exit, and you can see he's just taken off. I probably wouldn't have been able to get him anyway, but that was a bit frustrating. I felt like I might have been able to get him on the straight, but I just didn't get quick enough through that last corner.